minus 30 seconds. T minus 20 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0.
All right, good morning, family. How you doing? It's Mr. R2 here at Texas Black Pages, and today's review is called The Runoff. So we're going to bring in Miss Stacey Wilson, but before we start, of course, we're going to bless you with the intro, and then we're going to jump 2 feet into it. All right, again, thank you. Welcome back. If you're watching this live, one of the things that I definitely want you to do is go ahead and share this. Why? Because how do we increase what we know? We increase what we know by circulating the information. So make sure you circulate this information. Share this live with your people. Share this live with your folk. Share this live with people that you know that need to understand what we're about to talk about. We're about to talk about a runoff. Me, myself, I've only known 2 runoffs. So this one to me is very important. Why? Because she just did it. You know, the lady came in, she wanted something for her city. She's been watching how the city has been progressing or not. And she want to come in and stir things up and to bring newness into the Harker Heights area. So we're going to bring in the no other than Miss Wilson herself. How you doing, ma'am? Good morning.
Hello, how are you? Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor and pleasure to be on your show. Information is just so important that we need to put out there. First, let me start off by just introducing myself. I am Stacey Wilson. I am a citizen of Harker Heights, and I have been here for 21 years. I've observed various things within the community. I'm a person to do the work. I just don't talk about it. I want to be about it. So I just seen a couple of things that was my concern about getting things done within the Harker Heights community. And as you said, I just went for it because I want to be a part of the team now that makes the decisions within our community. So everyone has that opportunity. Everyone has that right. So I'm a person who would like to exercise my right and put my hands in a pot and be a part of a team to make decisions that affects our everyday life as citizens.
Right. So what was it like for you, to say, okay, you know what, baby, I'm thinking about running.
Yes.
After that conversation, what was that like for you after that?
Yeah, I did speak that, and to be really honest, I spoke some years ago, but I didn't act on it. So it was just something I considered, like I said, but somehow I was just over there voting for another city council person, and the thought came to my mind, like, I really want to do this, and I'm going to see what steps I need to take. And basically, I did my research, I found out, and I went for it. That's exactly what I did. I went for it, and I'm still, trying to make this a successful run for myself. And so, yes, it was, it was a little intimidating. If you're around the people who hold office, it feels that way. But one thing that's important, that every person has the potential and the right to serve on a city council committee.
Right. And the beautiful thing is that you set a goal. And that's something that I was at Lion Park this morning running, and I was listening to Eric Thomas, and Eric Thomas, he was talking about passive goals and active goals. The passive goal is just to talk about it, to continue to talk about it. The active goal is to go from the passive conversation into the activation of allowing those goals to actually be present. And that's what you did. And I know there's plenty of people, know other people that said, I want to run.
Yes.
But the group of people that know someone, that 1 to 2 degrees of separation, that know someone who ran, those numbers are a little bit smaller than the people that know people that talks about, you know what, I think I want to do this for the city, but they never do it. So I
Yeah.
applaud you in taking that active role into bringing out the goal and doing it. So now you ran for office and the runoff is now on. Tell the people, what is a runoff and what are the expectations that involves a runoff?
Yes, sir. A runoff basically means we started out with 4 opponents, and then it ended up with 2 with the highest amount of votes. So that would be me and my opponent, so that we're down to 2 people. Now, basically, the runoff means you have to come back out and recast your vote. We're almost starting from the beginning by getting out, putting our vote in, making it count. But it is narrowed down from 4 opponents to 2. And so it's very important that we get out there and we finish the race with a win. So we're running off against each other the last 2.
Yeah. So if you're in the Harker Heights area, and I know you've seen the sign, I've seen the sign. I don't even live in Harker Heights, but I've driven through Harker Heights and I've seen the signs. I've seen the yard signs, the ones with the picture. I've seen the ones without the picture. So make sure you go and activate your right to go vote. So when does the actual runoff begin where people can go and cast their ballot?
Yes. It actually came a little sooner than I expected, but that's okay. A sense of urgency could be good. It
Yeah.
actually starts on Monday and it
Mm.
will go through the entire week. There will be a break for the Memorial Day holiday, and then it
Mhm.
will resume back on the 1st of June, and the actual voting day will be June the 5th. And those hours will be 7 a.m. to 7 p.m.
Mm.
The hours on Monday will begin, they will be 8 to 5 all week, except on Thursday. The hours will be 7 to 7. So that's
Mm.
7 a.m. to 7 p.m. The location is at the Harker Heights City Hall building. You can come down, just bring your ID, they'll pull your name up, and you will be able to cast your vote. So it begins on Monday, the 24th of May, and the polls will open at 8 a.m. They will close at 5, and it will go throughout the week. So please come out and cast your vote.
Right. So let's talk about your platform. What's your platform?
There's 3 things on my platform. The first one will be safety. The second one is transparency. And the third one is revenue. Um, Safety was one of the main things that made me just go forward and try to become a part of this team, is because something could be as minor to some, but is great to many. Sidewalks has been always an issue within our community. My children grew up walking to school in the street. And still to this day, I see the children walking to school in the street with no sidewalks within some of the areas of the communities. That's a danger to me because many cars go through the neighborhoods and they go at extreme fast rates. And I'm very afraid of a tragedy. So I feel like let's prevent the tragedy by trying to go out and fight for these sidewalks. And also lighting within the community, just more things for our youth to do. Some of our youth are not always playing sports and they look for things to do, which could not, sometimes that's not very healthy for young youth just looking for things to do. They can find themselves in trouble. But if
Right.
we can constructively find great things for them to do, to maybe do more youth centers, more events, just some type of motivational things for our youth, that is very important because it also comes up under a measure of safety because it prevents crime. And
Mhm.
and Harker Heights have had recently a little bit more crime than normal. And I believe it has a lot to do with just lack of things for people to do or youth to do. But we
Right.
have to push that hard because our youth need to be motivated and mentored, and and that falls up under our safety issue.
Right.
The transparency, to me, like myself, just getting the citizens more involved, making sure they're aware of what's going on at the city council with the budgeting, communicating with them more. Like, for example, your show is outstanding because it allows many people to be informed. Sometimes people are not informed of many things that go on within the city, but the transparency of getting them involved, inviting them to more of the meetings, being out in the community, visiting with the citizens, the businesses, just making sure that they are communicated and connected with what's going on in our area. And of course, revenue is always an issue. We need, funding is important. We deal with, of course, a lot of our disabled veterans who are tax exempt from paying like taxes. So it kind of puts us in an area, unfortunately, because Harker Heights does not touch Fort Hood. So we are not reimbursed for those fundings. So we have to come up with strategic ways to grow funds and do more revenue within our city. And I have some ideas that I think that would be very beneficial to our city of Harker Heights.
Right. And the thing that I love the most is how you speak. And I say that when I say, she says, I want to be a part of the team. And that's different because you understand that it is a team concept in order for the city to win. You have people that want to run for office and they say, I want to be a city council person. You're saying, I want to be a part of the team. And that's different. And I think for all of you that are out there that are watching, pay attention to that. That means she is willing and ready to work with everyone, but she just want to be a part of the team that make the decision that will make things better for the community and the citizens of Harker Heights. So that's the person that you should be definitely voting for, is the person that wants to be a part of the team, because it's a concept that team is really going to make the citizens and the youth and the citizens in the communities a lot better and a lot stronger. And I think my hat's off to you. I was listening as you kept saying, and I'm like, man, that's dope. That's different. You're not coming from a selfish state of mind. You're coming from a selfless state of mind because you're giving yourself to the team to be a part of the decisions that need to be made. And that's important. If I lived in Harker Heights, I'll vote just off of that alone, because that's selfless service. That's someone that that's going to work in the benefits of you and also in the benefits of the team. That's powerful. I would say definitely keep that up and definitely make sure that is in the fabric, as you already kept saying, but imply that into the fabric of your messaging, because it is a team concept. Not I want to run for city council precinct 5, but I want to be a part of the team that governs city council in this place 5. So I think that's good. That's definitely good.
Yeah.
And I applaud that. So whoever's coaching you, they're doing a good job coaching you. Doing a good job. I have 3 things that I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
One, what would be the first program that you would like to see in your city if elected?
I would definitely I would dive right into the youth programs, capturing our youth, getting a grip on our youth, getting a hold on them. They are the future. They are significant. They need to know that. We have to be cognitive of molding them, getting them ready, because they're going to be the leaders. And so if we get started with them right away, that would be one of my first steps that I would take. Yes.
All right. 2, from an economic perspective, how do you design a platform? How would you design a platform that would help sustain businesses in Harker Heights?
Well, I would really target some like major businesses because they're more financially beneficial to us. So, doing some like a net marketing analysis, just basically trying to find out what type of business could come to our city and be effective within our city and offer great things to our city, and who's willing to become a part of our city. So big businesses bring in big revenue, and they also bring in benefits to the city. So that's important, because you just don't want to bring in businesses that's just going to exist and they're not beneficial to the citizens. That's very important, that we benefit from those businesses. So both sides win. The business win, the citizens win, and the revenue will increase. So that's very important. And then that would be a strategy that I would probably use.
Right. So last question is about family. What about the families in the community of Harker Heights? What would you like to do to help them?
Well, all families are important. I know that one area that has been very dear to me has been the north side of Harker Heights. Unfortunately, I feel like the north side gets neglected at times, and they just feel like, well, they're just there. They're not part of the city, but they are. And there are many families over there are in need of things. I've been a part of just distributing like food to the community, helping out with like care packages and different things like that. We have to find avenues of helping those who are less fortunate, as well as those who are in need of various things. But those families are like a priority to me, because they don't have some of the same opportunities of some other people who are able. But they will be some of the families I would target primarily. And of course, just going, what I've also been doing, Ron, is going around speaking to some of the citizens, finding out what things are yearning in their heart, some of the things they would like to see done within our city, and taking note, paying attention, ready to take action to try to just implement their desires, because they are important. They need to be heard. That's why my slogan is, I want to represent the citizens of Harker Heights. They need to be heard. And that's going to be something that I'm going to take very serious about, making sure that the citizens of Harker Heights will be heard.
Right. You guys heard it. She is for the team. And the team concept is really what is going to allow that city to begin to flourish. Not the me, my eyes, but the we's and the ours and the team. So that foundation of building a team, again, I love it. Of course, I heard all your platforms, but that is the one thing that stuck with me the most, that you just want to be a part of the team.
Yes.
You want to be an assistant to those who are making the decision. So, hey, I love it. Hats off to you for what you're doing and what you do, and your family, and what you're doing, because what you're doing right now, you're creating the legacy. I don't know if you had anyone else that's in your bloodline that's ran for office and won. Well, you might have some grands. Cameron might have some grands coming your way that might be filling your shoes after that. Granny did it.
Awesome.
And I want to do what like Granny did. So you may have started something in your family, started another line of success within your family. So definitely appreciate you for being on and joining the TVP family to let us know about who you are, let us know about your platforms, and also the thoughts that you want to bring into the team concept into Harker Heights. So the citizens of Harker Heights, here we have a woman that wants to be a part of the team. You make your choice and decision on who you want to vote for, but you actually just heard someone who wants to be here for you, and she's not trying to be here for her, but she want to be here for you and to be a part of the team. So how can people get in contact with you, and how can they support your efforts?
I have a phone number listed that they can call me at 838-876-2401, or they can find me on Facebook at Stacey L. Wilson. They can message me for any concerns. They're welcome. I check my Facebook. I'm there. They're welcome to visit my Facebook page, and they can contact me on those areas.
Yes, you guys heard it. Hopefully you wrote all of that down. If not, watch it on the replay. Write it down for the second time. But you guys be blessed, and remember, tomorrow's another day for you to be successful. I'm your host, Mr. R2, here at Texas Black Pages. Thank you, Ms. Wilson, for being who
Thank you for having me.
and where you're about to go, which is nowhere but up. Hey, you guys be
Okay.
blessed.